Hello, my name is Alicia Marie. I am the founder and managing director of People Biz. We are a leadership development organization offering coaching, training, and facilitation. I have Ashley with me today, and Ashley has been a client for almost 3 years. I think he started with me like in April. So in April, it'll be 3 years.
Oh, it's our anniversary.
Yeah, it's going to be our anniversary. And so she has volunteered to do a coaching sample. So things to keep in mind is that every coaching conversation is different. And there are many different coaching models. I'll choose the model based on what Ashley wants to be coached around. And so I don't know what she's going to say. Let's see what happens. Thank you, Ashley.
Of course, yeah.
So do you know what you'd like to be coached around?
I think I do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell me.
So I was thinking about this the last couple months, and actually somebody else brought it up to me. But it wasn't about me. It was about them. And then I realized it applied potentially to me.
Okay.
But I can see that I have fear around money in and out of the business. And I think that weighs in and impacts decisions I'm making for the company, and maybe my mindset and headspace. I was combining mindset and headspace, and how I'm operating in my day to day.
Yeah. So tell me more about what you notice when you notice the fear and money.
So, going into my bank account, I'll always look at the number, right, for the company checking. I'm like, oh, we're getting below this number, or what happens, you start to create the stories of like what happens if we get below this number. And I usually just exit out of it because I'm avoiding that fear that pops up. And so I'll notice it there. I'll notice it with large transactions or just big things we're purchasing, oh, should we do that? Was that good? Can we afford that? Is that okay? There's a lot of questioning, I guess you could say.
Yeah. And, you're at this point where you're a multi-million-dollar company.
I guess we are.
Yeah. Have I told you that puts you in the top 1% of women business owners?
No, you have not.
Yes. Congratulations.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah. You're pretty extraordinary.
Wow.
So
don't make me cry yet.
Okay. So,
or you can. It might just be interesting.
What will happen, like, if we get to the bottom of this for you?
I feel like I could see there being, like, I could feel freedom, but I think it will release the business from I think I'm holding it back. I think the company could further profit or further grow because I'm not hesitating, or I'm not trying to hold it back.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, don't leave the house, or I'm thinking about my parents with me when I'm younger, like, don't leave the house because you might get in a car accident, or like, all the things that they worry about. And I feel like I'm doing that with my business, where I'm like, oh,
yeah.
Should I let you go?
It's your baby.
Yeah.
Okay. So what would you like from this conversation that would make a difference with that?
I want to say how I could choose to be instead of the fear. What I could do instead of feeling the fear. That when it comes up for me, how I could process that and maybe have a plan for how I could react to it, or what I can do instead.
What you can do instead too, right?
Yeah.
Because it feels like two different issues. There's the experience of fear, and then there's the behavior that doesn't serve the business.
Yes.
Do I have that right? Okay.
Yes.
All right. And so you would like a way to both be differently around the fear and then behave differently around the fear.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. How do you want to feel?
Confident.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Imagine that for a moment.
Okay.
Okay. You're really confident. You're walking around looking at your money. You can look at your income statement, your balance sheet. You can make large purchases. You can accept large amounts of money. You can hire. You can look at your bank account. You can do budget strategy with your employees, right? So you're doing all of that with confidence. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. In this future, stay there, okay?
Okay.
Tell me, what's now possible for the business now that you're operating like this?
More hiring. I think some investment in new resources. I'm thinking specifically for the team. You know, team resources. I'm thinking we can invest in things that we haven't even thought of investing in before. You know, like I know healthcare was a new investment for us in the last year or two. And I'm thinking there are other ways that we could invest and even growing the business. Like, what if I'm trailing off, but what, you know, what if the business, like, what if we had a product line? You know, what if we were able to create, even if it's 5 to 10 items, you know, we only sold these items, but they're Simply Home and they're branded and they're us. And like, what if we had that possibility? You know, what if we had so much money that we didn't know what to do with it? You know, we were like, wow, we have so much money. How do we invest our money? You know?
Yes.
That's what I want for us. I want that.
Okay. So in this future, you're able to reinvest in the business and reinvest in your people. I'm hearing that was the first thing out of your mouth. You want to do more for your people, get them the resources and anything else that might benefit them.
Yes.
Yeah. Why is that important to you?
I think it's the creating of, I want everybody to have, you know, the best life possible, right? Like I really am so truly invested in each of them and the opportunities that I can give them. And whether it's, I don't know, going on a trip, right? They can take their family on a trip because of something that we have at the company one year, or something, the bonuses that we can give out, or, you know, I want to create so much opportunity, and it's so important to me because I love and care about these people, and they are giving part of their life to this mission that I care so much about as well. And I think it's, I mean, I realize that we only have one life, and I don't always reflect on that, but when I do sit back and think about it, you know, at our annual holiday party, I sit back and realize that these people don't have to be here.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Yes. Okay, let's do the shift game. Like where we're talking about shifting from where you are now to where you want to be. So let's start looking at that, and we're going to do several until you can really see the gap.
Okay.
So you're wanting to shift from
fear
to
confidence.
You're wanting to shift from
indecision
to
decisiveness.
Okay. You're wanting to shift from
holding back
to
releasing.
Okay. You're wanting to shift from
uptight
to
lucrative.
Ooh. You're wanting to shift from
Stuck.
to,
Growth.
okay. You're wanting to shift from
Low level.
to,
Big picture.
ooh, I like that. You're wanting to shift from, think behavior now. What are the things you do that you want to shift from doing this to doing that?
Creating stories.
To,
Living.
okay. Living in the present.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're wanting to shift from, think about what you do around money.
Holding on to it.
You want to shift from holding on to it to,
Spending.
okay. You're
Investing.
wanting, investing, spending. Okay. All right. Think about how you are around money when it's time to look at it, plan for it, etc. You're wanting to shift from,
I see my eyes being, looking at the sheets. I'm trying to gather the words of the scared,
and when you're
over analyzing, maybe.
Yeah.
Overthinking.
over analyzing and overthinking to,
Creating.
okay. All right. Okay. And what has this old point of view about money, like, what has that been about for you?
I think it's fear that I won't have enough. There's not enough for me, because I really value my freedom to make decisions. And I think when I don't see enough money, I feel like it's going to hold me back.
Oh, okay. All right. And so how has it held you back to be afraid of losing it?
I think I've always wanted to be in a place where money, I mean, this is everybody's dream, I'm sure, but where money isn't an object per se, I'm not looking, sure, I guess I'd love to be Bill Gates rich, but just in the sense of I could go on a trip and not have to overly worry about budgets. And, but I don't know if maybe I'm that way because I've always just been afraid to face my relationship with money, that I just try not to pay too much attention to money.
Okay.
I kind of avoid that.
Yeah. That was the one shift we didn't do. You want to shift from avoidance to
clarity or awareness.
What has it cost you to avoid?
I think it's cost me that I haven't been able to invest any time into it, which, good or bad, I could see that if I know you always say it beautifully, but something about where I focus is where my attention, where my attention goes is where my focus goes. And I think I haven't given myself the opportunity to make everything that I want to make because I'm too afraid to even spend time with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in this future, when this is resolved, you're spending time with it. What do you see?
It already scares me just talking about it.
That's good. Go there. Go there. Yeah.
If it's like sitting on the chair next to me, I'm like,
yeah, go ahead and go there.
What was the question again? I'm like, I know you asked me something that was really important.
Yeah. So if you're sitting with money, right, what are you doing?
Oh.
If you're able to be with it, what are you doing?
I feel like it's just a natural conversation. It's not something that has to be tense and awkward. And even like I have my wall up against it, you know, I'm wondering if like the energy that I want to put energy, if I'm seeing myself being in a new space, I want to put energy towards it that I'm not always saying, I guess, happiness, but like a lighter ease, I guess, with it.
Right. More lighthearted, at ease. You're sitting with it.
Yeah.
And, okay. So you're really clear about how you want to be about it. What has to change about how you see money for you to be this way and do those things?
I guess that I don't have to see that it controls, that it's everything. You know, that it controls everything. And that I think I could take a step back from it. And I think I grew up with money being such a topic of conversation.
Yes.
And when I think about like how my parents, their relationship with money, you know, I think one was pretty, I'm not too frugal, but one was pretty just like about money, but very fearful with money. And then the other one was very spendy, like nice things, just, you know, throwing out all the money in a way. And so I feel like I got both of those. I got the fear, but I also spend money.
Yeah.
And I don't think about it.
So you had two polarization models for how to see money, and you're wanting to be somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
And so you would have to see money as?
A friend.
Okay.
Instead of a foe. You know, it's not my enemy.
Yeah. And what's the perspective that there is to let go of?
That money equals like my status.
Yeah.
You know, like that it somehow is embedded into how good of a person I am or the life that I live. Right.
So it is not a reflection of who you are.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So now you're creating some distance from seeing it as who you are. It's not enough to have the internal work that we just did. We've got to do something about the behavior. So what changes about how you behave when you see money as a friend, or you can be lighthearted around it? Like, what changes in your behavior?
One, I could see myself having an easier time with decisions with money and how I just reflect and look at my money, you know? But I think how I approach it, like behaviorally, I think I could, I don't know, there's like a block there. I don't know.
Yeah. We're looking at behavior now. Like, you're in Leading Change Mastery, so you understand we did the internal work first. Your perspective, the shifts, right? The thinking. Now we're going after the behavior. What are you going to stop? What are you going to start? That's right? Okay, so let's play the stop-start game. What is there to stop?
Just stop making money my world.
Okay, but what are you actually stopping?
Oh, right. I'm actually stopping spending money unaware or irresponsibly.
Okay. What's irresponsibly? What does that mean?
Without intention or awareness, without a goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Okay. So spending money kind of thoughtlessly.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to stop that. And what is there to start?
Noticing how I'm spending my money.
Okay. Do you have a budget?
No.
Okay. Is it time to start that?
Yes.
Okay. You have a budget at work though, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because other people.
Yes. This is the benefit of other people. So a personal budget would be a good start for you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it would.
And what else is there for you to stop? Think about how you are at work. What do you need to stop?
Overanalyzing and diving in areas that are unnecessary. It's a waste of time.
Okay. And what are you going to start?
Spending that time being innovative and creative and creating a future with the money.
Okay. There's something about what you said about what you're going to stop. I want to make sure you're really specific here.
Okay.
Like, if I were to watch you with a video camera, what would I see you doing when you are perseverating over the money?
I mean, I can see my face.
Yes. Are you alone?
Yes.
Okay, you're alone.
Yes, I'm alone. Me and my computer.
Okay.
Scrolling through
Looking
numbers, looking at dashboard, profit and loss, KPIs.
Okay. All right. That's a better idea. All right. So then what is there to really start?
Conversations. I think with conversations with my team about not only where I am now, but where I want to be.
Okay. Around money.
Around money.
Okay. So you're going to stop doing the money thing alone. You're going to start doing with the right people on your team.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that's a clear behavior shift. You see what we're going for? Can you think of anything else?
I could invite them to be a part of the innovation aspect of it, of, just having a vision for.
Right. And a strategy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It feels like you guys could start talking about what kinds of investments you want to make at each level.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. And I guess that feels like a strategy.
Yeah, it is.
It feels like something, I don't know, like you're not moving without purpose. I guess that's a lot of what it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you getting what you needed from this conversation?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I am.
Is there more, or should we stop?
I don't think for now.
Okay.
No, I don't. I'm sure that as I get into this, I'm going to realize what is uncomfortable.
Yes. That would actually be my request of you, is not doing your financials alone.
Okay.
And then start to notice what you're actually doing in real time around money.
Okay.
Like scrolling in a particular app, shopping, or like whatever you're doing, like start to notice.
Okay.
So we can have more conversation on that. Will you do that?
Yes, I will.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. It's a wrap.
Yay.